was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah.
Cause, but I still low. Got 100 different to my cell phone. Still 33 for low. I'ma ride to my dog sitting in jail. It's that liner on the grass, spin it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Gresham, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Follies, let them go. Then it's right back to the when I'm low. Bars never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, a recipe, yeah. Broke, real, little rich. All in love with her. She just wanna be a VIP with her. Don't blame me, oh, they just shake me. Had to get it, how I got it on my phone to me. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same man.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Dirty started, treat me like a stain, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah. Roll it from the cradle to the grave, yeah.
On my hood, on my block, yeah. On my, I won't stop, yeah. Play with me, I'll let it, yeah. Halo on me, Saint Laurent, yeah. Got me with the school, keep one, move, I love you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Saints going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Finding room at the 30. Latavius Murray, the 40, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 82 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 40 yards. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On first down, Murray. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's able to find Diggs. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 46 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. Shifts by him, and he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Breeze now on first down. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. When you and I did the weekly commentary updates last year, it seemed like we always used to talk about Michael Thomas week after week.
And it piled up. 92 catches on the season, but the thing that really struck me was doing a New Orleans game and talking with a few of his teammates. He talked about how much the game meant to him, and he was upset with guys he didn't think cared about the game enough. Unusual for a rookie, but it's a good sign for him.
They go play action here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards to go on second down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Flushed out right. It's complete. Flainer, right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Let's go. Hey.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He'll find Thielen work in the middle. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Again, it's Murray. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead,
that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Let's go.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Going deep for Diggs. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
That was second down run for Murray. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson. But Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him. Upright with some power.
A handoff. It's Murray. Room here to run. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
There's the rookie from Florida State, Dalvin Cook, his first NFL carry. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
Well, that run wasn't very successful. They did have a big one on the previous play. So you get the sense that the offense is probing around, trying to find the ones that are going to work. And when they find them, they'll keep coming back to them.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On second down, here's Breeze. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Here's Breeze to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. There we go with 2nd and 7. Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Laquan Treadwell from 8 yards out, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now Breeze lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Caught right side, it's Snead. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. Here's Breeze. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Breeze. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Saints were the best team in the NFL on 3rd down last year. 49% conversion rate. Helps when you have Drew Brees back there.
It certainly does because he is just so analytical in everything he does. Goes through every progression on every...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Barr. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Coleman has it here right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll put it in the hands of their playmaker again. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Bridgewater now on second down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn, as time expires in the first half. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there. See how that recipe works.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Bridgewater. Going deep for Diggs. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus Williams, the rookie from Utah. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls are tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
To throw is Breeze. He uncorks it for Snead. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Kamara, and he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yard.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Alex Okafor in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And some room to work. Ted Ginn's gonna go. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 94 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game. He made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. And now out comes Minnesota. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now on first down.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. The Vikings on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Bridgewater now. And a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. He uncorks it, and he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead, 30 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. And he knocks it through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll run the counter with Murray. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him 16 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. To throw is Bridgewater. It's caught inside the 25. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 24-yard line. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jarius Wright, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. His throw incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On play action. Now Breeze. He's going to fire one. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas from 13 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now out comes Minnesota. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And Diggs has it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Craig Robertson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Shipped together here from the D-line. Bridgewater to throw it. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in. And
they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Bridgewater. That's caught by Treadwell. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. And even 40 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The Vikings didn't lose their first game last year until October 23rd, but things not looking as rosy here as they try to defend a 1st and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Bridgewater again. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's 3rd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
His pass caught at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Now Bridgewater. And he's got it. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Bree's going to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let it fly in the direction. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 54 yards.
Let's face it, it's tough to defend guys just in regular time. But when they get extra time, when the guy maneuvers outside of the pocket, that's just almost unfair because now trying to stay with the receiver.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air.
And now here is another interception. It's Marshawn Lattimore, the rookie from Ohio State. And some room to maneuver. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff. Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Brought in left side by Snead. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for New Orleans, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Working crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA.